It's in the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, all presented by John Wayne Service Company. Good evening, Texans. My name is Ted Davis. We're at OREM Stadium with Jay Riley. And Jay Riley, on paper, this looks like a good matchup. Both teams are 3-1.
Yeah, and that's for Burbank. They haven't had this kind of success in a little while. They're playing really good football. Lost their first game last week to Highland. Still a competitive game. They're coming in here with high hopes.
Alamo Heights undefeated in district play. They are 3-0, 2-1 for the Burbank Bulldogs. Let's look at the keys to the game, and we're going to start with see which one comes up first. We'll have Alamo Heights, and here's Alamo Heights, and this is their keys.
Yeah, have a balanced offense. You always want that going into any game, not being predictable. They want to contain the running game, make Burbank one-dimensional, make them do what they really don't want to do, and that's throw the ball. Big plays on special teams. They've run back kickoffs already this year. They've gotten points out of their special teams. They need to continue that tonight.
Yeah, they have had 4 touchdowns this season off special teams play. Now, for the Burbank Bulldogs, one thing they've got to do is slow down the Alamo Heights offense, which means time of possession, keep them off the field.
And the way you do that is you establish a running game. You've got to be able to run the ball to control the clock, or have a passing game that contributes to keeping control of the football, and they really can't stand any turnovers whatsoever. You cannot give Alamo Heights more opportunities with the ball.
Yeah, in particular, if you turn the ball over in your side of the field, they are very opportunistic. Of course, Tommy Colligan is one of the outstanding defensive players in the entire state, and the Alamo Heights offense comes into the game tonight averaging 50 points per game so far this season. The fewest points they have scored in a game is 39 points. They've gone 39, 56, 56, and 49. So that is going to be a tough task for that Burbank Bulldogs defense. We'll be back to get you ready for the start of this Friday night game. We'll have the starting lineups after this word. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you know that over the last 25 years, recapture has cost our schools over $622 million? Despite the cost of recapture, Alamo Heights continues to uphold the tradition of excellence. Because of you, our community. Each member of our community can support our schools year-round by joining our Mules Monthly Giving Program or by becoming a hero for Heights. Join our community in celebration at Greater Heights Night in the fall and at Reunite at Heights in the spring. Make a meaningful one-time gift to our teacher fund or endowment. All donations from our community help uphold the tradition of excellence.
You can't predict an emergency, but have you thought about planning for one? Like, where's my closest ER? Does it take my insurance? And what is it rated? Is it worth waiting for an emergency to figure things out? At Methodist Healthcare, we've got you covered. All of our ERs provide top quality care with the highest safety standards. Rest assured, your safety is our top priority. Visit sahealth.com/ER to find a location near you.
Ted Davis with Jay Riley. Let's look at the starting lineups for the game this evening. Alamo Heights will be receiving the ball first, and their quarterback is Colin McKenna. That's Conley McKenna, number 7. Wide receiver Michael Terry, number 2. Jackson Hildebrand at left tackle. Alfonso Sandoval will be at right guard. Caden Veal is the center. Austin Supase is the left guard, and Brooks Kieschnick at right tackle. Tight end is Henry Robeson. Wide receivers are Wyatt Thistle, Rhett Anderson, and Michael Terry. You see the quarterback, Conley McKenna, and we've got Bennett Flesher as the running back. Defense for the Burbank Bulldogs. They go with a 3-4. A ninth grader, Keller Harris, starting at defensive end. Vincent Reyes and Joe Klein. Ricardo Hernandez, Ezra Mays, Gerardo Ortega, Jacob Sandoval are the linebackers. Rene Gonzalez, Cesar Flores, the cornerbacks. Johnny Alvarado and Carlos Aguirre are the safeties. Let's look at the Burbank offense. Their quarterback is number 10, Kevin Hernandez. He's a sophomore. Running back, Matthew Cortez. He'll be number 9. Rene Espinoza, Jordan Palomo, Peter Peralta, and Jonathan Patterson are the wide receivers. Ryan Vasquez and Roger Garcia on the left side. Trey Harris, the center. Jacob Lopez and Eric Morales are the right tackles. Now the Alamo Heights defense, which has been very good for a couple of years. Bennett Sanders at one defensive end. Angelo Anise is the nose tackle. Adrian Rodriguez starting at defensive end. Manny Harris at a linebacker. Harrison Sobey, Tommy Colligan, and William Blake. Andrew Conley and Ethan Ball, the cornerbacks. And then you have the safeties, Corbin Gunter and Jackson Duffin. So one of these teams will be 4-1 after the game tonight. The Alamo Heights Mules hoping to be 4-0 in district play. If they do so, they'll match Harlandale. Harlandale won last night, and they are 4-0 in district play. We are almost set for the kickoff tonight on a hot Friday night here in Alamo Heights. Right now it is 93 degrees, and I think every game I've done outdoors this year, it has been over 90 at the kickoff. We'll have the start of tonight's game, a 5A District 14 matchup, in just a moment. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
You can't predict an emergency, but have you thought about planning for one? Like, where's my closest ER? Does it take my insurance? And what is it rated? Is it worth waiting for an emergency to figure things out? At Methodist Healthcare, we've got you covered. All of our ERs provide top quality care with the highest safety standards. Rest assured, your safety is our top priority. Visit sahealth.com/ER to find a location near you.
Since 1905, HEB has been proud to work with Texas growers because honestly, there's no taste like home. That's why we created our Texas Roots brand, which supports farmers and brings fresh, local produce to you faster. Whether it's strawberries from Poteet, greens and onions from the Rio Grande Valley, or dozens of other grapes grown around the state, we bring the best of Texas farms to Texas tables. Texas Roots, another reason why at my HEB, here, everything's better.
Some national banks want you to believe you can only get the best digital services from them. Well, agree to disagree. At Broadway Bank, we're partnering with big tech firms and local vendors to do things differently. We're building a best-in-class customer experience that lets you connect with us 24/7 without sacrificing the personal service only an independent bank can provide. Award-winning and based right here in Texas. That's modern banking. Visit us at broadway.bank.
We have had the playing of our national anthem. We're about to watch week 5 of the high school football season here in the state of Texas. And the Alamo Heights Mules, who last year went 13-1, lost their season opener at Seguin 42-39. But Jay Riley, they have won 3 in a row. And I talked about how good their offense has been. I'd say so. 56 points, 49, and 56 in the last 3 games.
Yeah, the offense has been clicking along. It helped out by some special team scores, like you said earlier in the pregame show. 4 special team scores contributing to that as well. Their defense has played well, but the offense has simply outscored other teams.
And I would think a challenge for Burbank early in this game. I did the McCollum game last week against Alamo Heights here at OREM Stadium, and Alamo Heights scored so quickly in that game. 3 minutes in, it was 14-0.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to even get comfortable in your seat when the points are going up that quickly. And Burbank certainly has to get off to a quick start. They're going to be on defense to start this game, and to be down 7-0 right out of the box might take a little wind out of the sails.
Now, when they get the ball, they've got a pretty good running back in Matthew Cortez. He's averaging 116 points per game, or 16 yards per game, and had 147 yards in their win over Brackenridge.
Yeah, and running the ball is going to be key tonight against this defense. Cortez with 3 touchdowns, 4.5 yards a carry. He's number 3 in the district. And again, methodically moving the ball down the field, eating up time, and keeping that Alamo Heights defense off the field.
Well, we're about set to kick it off, and it is 93 degrees. And you know what they say about Texas, Jay? You have almost summer, summer, not quite summer, and Christmas.
Well, it certainly has panned out to be. I guess this is the first day of fall. I've been seeing that on social media. So we've gone from the really hot days of summer to the really hot days of fall. What a change.
And Alamo Heights to receive in the blue tops and blue pants with the gold helmet. And the Burbank Bulldogs look like the Cleveland Browns to me. Their uniforms are very similar, aren't they? They got the white tops with the black pants and the orange helmets. And Burbank won their first 3 games this season against Southwest Legacy, Sam Houston, and Brackenridge. They won their first 2 district games in District 14 before losing to Highlands. All right, we're set to play. You got to watch these 2 back there. Michael Terry, number 2, Jack Sawyer, number 4. And our ball game is underway on this Friday night. They pooch it short, taken by Rhett Anderson at the 25-yard line. He will spin it across the 25, across the 30, and their first possession will begin at the 33-yard line. Now, we mentioned that Conley McKenna took over for James Sobey, who was so productive in his time at Alamo Heights. And Sobey has graduated. McKenna, a 190-pound senior. He has thrown for 8 touchdowns this year, Jay, and run for 3.
Balanced attack, move the ball down the field, get up fast, quickly on Burbank is the plan for the Mules right now.
Michael Terry, number 2, alongside McKenna in the backfield. They give it to him straight ahead. He breaks a tackle. He's got some tremendous talent, almost gets a first down. And you look at how big Michael Terry is. He's 6'3" and 203 pounds.
And athletic all over the place. Again, right there on that first play, almost just a shoe tackle away from taking it to the house.
And what's scary for everybody else in this district, he's only a sophomore.
There went heartburn for the rest of the district.
Rhett Anderson to the near side had 4 touchdowns last week against McCollum. Handoff to Flesher. He cuts it back up the middle, and a pretty good play in there by number 56, Jacob Sandoval, the linebacker for Burbank, but it's still a first down.
Yeah, great play there by Sandoval, coming off the edge on a kind of a linebacker blitz, run blitz. It was just great blocking by the Mule offensive line that goes ahead and pushes it forward for a first down.
They had an extra tight end in the game, number 86, Anderson Bogus. Now they've got 2 wide receivers to each side. And number 34, Bennett Flesher in the backfield. His brother was a very good running back here last season. A lot of time in the pocket, throwing it out over the head of Wyatt Thistle. And he had him out there on the sidelines. The pass was a little bit too high.
Great protection by the offensive line. McKenna just misfires there. That's all there is to that. Thistle was open, just a little too tall for him there. And McKenna wishes he had that one back. He'd have easily picked up 7-8 yards on first down.
Ron Ritteman beginning his 3rd season here, 23-5 with the record. Very impressive. 12 years at Johnson. 2nd down and 10. Handoff up the middle, pretty good gain on second down. That offensive line on the left side. And what they've done in the game tonight, Jay, is they've moved Alfonso Sandoval to right guard, filling in for the injured Alex Westmoreland. And they took Austin Supase from the right side of the line and moved him to the left guard position.
Well, they certainly haven't missed a beat as Flesher just picks up 7 yards on first down. Just dominating the line of scrimmage so far are the Mules.
So across that line, it's Hildebrand at left tackle, Sandoval make it Supase at left guard, Caden Veal at center. They've got Alfonso Sandoval at right guard, and Brooks Kieschnick, number 75, is the right tackle. Alongside him is the tight end Henry Robeson. That's Thistle in motion. 3rd down and 3. Raw movement. Who moved first? Offensive line or defensive line? That could be 5 yards against the Mules.
I think Jackson Hildebrand was ready to pull as the left tackle to come across and open up some space and left just a little bit early. I think the Mules will back up 5.
So now it'll be 3rd and 8. It's a big difference, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 8.
And in that area of the field that if you get a decent enough gain on this 3rd down play, does Ron Ritteman decide to go for it on 4th?
Ball is on the 46-yard line. Just underway on a steamy night here in the 09 zip code. Throw it out to Flesher. He caught it on the sidelines. He's got a big gainer into Bulldog territory and out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Just a little simple pass out into the flat. They picked up the first down.
Yeah, Flesher sneaks out to the far sidelines. What a great pass by McKenna to hit him in stride so Flesher doesn't even have to slow down and scoots up the far sidelines enough for a first down.
McKenna played in 7 games last year behind Sobey, so he got a little bit of playing time last season as a junior. First down and 10 for the Mules at the Bulldog 36. McKenna, short drop, tosses out to the tight end Robeson. They don't go to the tight end that much, but they do that time. Henry Robeson made the catch, and the tackle made by Rene Gonzalez in the secondary.
Well, there's more to balance than just between run and pass. You want to spread the ball around to different receivers. That time they go to the tight end Robeson, and a nice gain of about 8 yards on a first down play. That is staying ahead of the chains for the Mules.
And 8 yards on first down, so it's 2nd and 2. Rhett Anderson is to the near side of the field. He's their top receiver. McKenna is looking for him. He's open, and he makes the catch over the shoulder. Touchdown, Mules. And less than 3 minutes into the game, they find pay dirt. Rhett Anderson has developed into an outstanding receiver. He has 9 touchdowns for the season. I mentioned he had 4 last week.
Well, that was thrown absolutely perfectly. The coverage was not bad, maybe a half step behind me, but because McKenna put that in the perfect spot, Rhett Anderson was able to run underneath it, catch the ball, bring it in, and get the touchdown.
Yeah, he had a couple of steps on the secondary. That was Rene Gonzalez trying to cover. Left-footed kicker, Ethan Ball. And the point after is good. So very quickly, 7-0, Alamo Heights. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
This year's program includes over 200 pages of rosters,
3 minutes. Have a nice day.
and senior ads for our amazing Mules athletes and the groups who support them. This week's program sales go directly to the boys basketball team, so look for our boys basketball players selling programs in the stands until 8:30 p.m. Programs are just $10 each, and cash, Venmo, and PayPal are accepted. Special thanks to our outstanding community businesses whose ad sales make the Alamo Heights High School All Sports program possible.
Burbank Bulldogs will get the ball for the first time. Ethan Ball kicking off for the Alamo Heights Mules. And he will kick it high in the air, taken on the far side of the field. This is Robert Martinez, a backup running back. And that's where Kevin Hernandez will set up shop as a sophomore quarterback. Starting for this Burbank Bulldog offense, he has 6 touchdown passes, 3 rushing touchdowns. So a lot of sophomores out here tonight. We've got a freshman starting on defense for Burbank.
Yeah, I was looking over the lineups for Burbank and saw how many youngins there are. Just the kind of season that they've started out with, it sure looks like they've got some real chances this year, but with the maturity and playing time, this Burbank team's going to be good again next year.
See if they go to the running game right away. We mentioned Cortez is their top receiver. He's a senior. Now Hernandez is rolling left. Colligan is racing to the sidelines, and he has to just flip it out of bounds for an incomplete pass. He is one of those players, Tommy Colligan, that can just blow up a play.
Well, he did it right there. Penetration is the worst fear of a quarterback, and Hernandez had a receiver who came open downfield, but because of the pressure from Colligan, unable to deliver the ball to him, had to just shuffle it out of bounds and forward to keep from getting sacked and also avoid the intentional grounding.
Well, they threw the flag.
I guess he didn't get it to the line.
Yeah, so that may be a loss of down for the Bulldogs. Yep, it's going to be a loss of down plus yardage.
Spot foul.
Now, there's one change from last week on the defense for Alamo Heights. William Blake, senior linebacker, number 12, not available tonight, so they have moved backup running back Will Broderick from offense to linebacker, and the backup running back tonight will be number 24, Clark Mandigo.
Well, that's the last thing Burbank needed to start this drive is to go backwards on first down, but they sure did.
Handoff straight ahead to Cortez, tries to break to the left, and they are right there. I think that's Manny Harris to bring him down. Yep, Emmanuel Harris was there. Well, set up 3rd and long.
Shows you right there that Alamo Heights is looking for Burbank to run as Manny Harris came up from the safety position right at the line of scrimmage to make that tackle, really showing that they're going to shut down the Burbank running game, or try to at least, and force them to throw the ball.
Bulldogs have 3 wide receivers to the right side. That's where Hernandez rolls. Feeling the pressure, and Harrison Sobey knocks him down back there. Coming up from the linebacker spot, number 42. So you've got 2 good linebackers on the inside there, Colligan and Sobey.
Well, and they're big, and they're rangy, and they're fast, and they have a nose for the ball. But that time, the Burbank receivers just took too long to get open, and there was really nothing that Hernandez could do. He had to wait and wait and wait. No one opened. The secondary doing their job covering, and Sobey came in, made the tackle, and it's time to punt on 4th and 19.
And watch Rhett Anderson back here at the 45-yard line. He returned 2 punts for touchdowns last week against McCollum. Oh, they barely get the kick away. They're going to watch it hit. Anderson will back up. Pretty good bounce for the Bulldogs. And 43-yard line is where McKenna and the offense will come on for the second time.
Burbank really, that first play kind of set the tone for that first series as Hernandez had to try to avoid the sack by throwing the ball forward. Did not get it to the line of scrimmage, had the intentional grounding. That backed him up 5 yards on first down, and then it just went downhill from there.
By the way, this is the first time that Alamo Heights and Burbank have ever played. This came about because of district realignment, with Alamo Heights going into District 5A-14. On first down, 3 wide receivers to the near side, and we will have a timeout. We'll go to break. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Did you know that over the last 25 years, recapture has cost our schools over $622 million? Despite the cost of recapture, Alamo Heights continues to uphold the tradition of excellence. Because of you, our community. Each member of our community can support our schools year-round by joining our Mules Monthly Giving Program or by becoming a hero for Heights. Join our community in celebration at Greater Heights Night in the fall and at Reunite at Heights in the spring. Make a meaningful one-time gift to our teacher fund or endowment. All donations from our community help uphold the tradition of excellence.
Second possession. 3 wide receivers to the right. Michael Terry to the top of the screen. Ball is at the 43-yard line. McKenna throws it out to the sideline. Caught. We got a flag. This is Jack Sawyer, backup wide receiver. We've got 2 flags on the play. Might have a block in the back on the Mules.
Yeah, I think Red Anderson trying to get out in front and block and open up some space to run. Got his Burbank defender in the back, and that was the initial flag. It looks like 2 of them side by side. 2 officials saw the same thing.
Ron Ritteman came out on the field to coach Anderson on that blocking technique. Anderson, a very talented senior, already has a touchdown in this game. So 5 touchdowns in the last, 5 quarters now for Red Anderson?
Yeah, I think that was Rene Gonzalez that read the play and started to cut inside from his cornerback position, and that's when Red Anderson, because he cut inside, got him in the back. Yep, against number 3 for the offense, that is Rhett Anderson.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty. Yeah, I mentioned realignment. And last year, Alamo Heights was in a district where they played 5 district games. This year, they're playing 9 district games.
Yeah, that's you don't have to go searching for your non-district games very hard. There's some teams like Steele and Judson and from that district that had 5 non-district games, and I mean they were begging people to play them at that point.
Alamo Heights with their only non-district game at Seguin to open the season, and they beat Brackenridge, won at Alamo Stadium against Highlands, and won last week here at McCollum. McCollum was here at Orem Stadium.
This is a big 15-yarder.
Yeah, that's 15 yards. That's not 10.
They're going to back it all the way down to the 17-yard line.
My goodness.
Wow, there must have been 2 penalties because it says it's 1st and 35.
Yeah. I only saw 1 signal, but we saw 2 flags fly. And so now this is a break for the Burbank defense.
There would have had to have been 2 penalties, and one of them had to be post-possession.
Right.
So there could have been an unnecessary roughness or unsportsmanlike after the play that we didn't see the official call.
So it's still first down, ball up to 17. Flesher is in the backfield. McKenna setting up a screen to Robeson, and an excellent play by the defense for Burbank. That's number 50, Joe Klein, a junior defensive end, and also Ryan Vasquez is in there.
Yeah, they were Alamo Heights trying to set up the screen in the middle. They let the rush come through, and looked like Vasquez read that as the only one of the defensive line that read that, got in there, wrapped them up, and brought them down. That might have been Joe Klein, number 50. I saw 60, but it might have been 50.
Yeah,
These old eyes from up here.
Yeah, I think it was the defensive end, Joe Klein. Now 2nd and 35, so Burbank could get terrific field position if they can get a stop. McKenna, short drop, has time, throws it over the middle. There's Michael Terry to make the catch, and now he's in the open field. Look at him go. And now it'll be a manageable 3rd down, probably about 5. That's Michael Terry getting free again.
Well, you got to love his size, his route running, and McKenna able to deliver the ball on time and on target. Just absolutely a beautiful pass right down the middle. Terry catches it, gets some yards after catch, all the way out to the 47.
So it's 3rd and 7.
You get a 28-yard gain, you still didn't get the first down.
But you've got a chance to move the sticks here. It's a much more manageable 3rd down. McKenna has plenty of time again. Steps up in the pocket. Fires. Caught by Wyatt Thistle. How far will he run? Down the sideline to the end zone. That is a 53-yard touchdown pass from McKenna to Wyatt Thistle.
You can hear the Mules fans. That was a 1st and 35 for the Mules to get. First down results in a no gain. Second play was 28 yards. Third play was, what'd you just say, 53?
Yep.
Into the end zone. And again, the accuracy of McKenna, he throws that out in front so Thistle can catch that in stride, shows his speed down the far sidelines, outruns the defenders into the end zone.
Yeah, it took him 3 plays to get into the end zone. Ethan Ball with a high snap. Great set by Corbin Gunter, and it's good anyway. So 14-0 is our score. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
You can't predict an emergency, but have you thought about planning for one? Like, where's my closest ER? Does it take my insurance? And what is it rated? Is it worth waiting for an emergency to figure things out? At Methodist Healthcare, we've got you covered. All of our ERs provide top quality care with the highest safety standards. Rest assured, your safety is our top priority. Visit sahealth.com/ER to find a location near you.
Heights Coaches is sponsored by North Park Lexus and includes hors d'oeuvres from La Paloma Blanca Restaurant. Sign up soon to receive a limited edition custom Alamo Heights football shark. Registration details are in tonight's program.
Well, you see the time remaining in the first quarter, and the Burbank Bulldogs will get the ball down 2 touchdowns as Ethan Ball will kick it deep. Taken inside the 10-yard line. And the special teams are there in a hurry. Look at that play by number 34. That's Bennett Flesher.
Not only is he the starting running back, he's playing special teams like that.
I think I misidentified. That's Blake Killian, backup defensive back, who got down there in a hurry. The overall speed of this Alamo Heights team is impressive.
It is very impressive, and they got down there in a hurry. Xavier Salazar thought he had some room to run, but you just said it, the closing speed was just more than Salazar thought it was going to be. Gets dropped all the way back at the 11-yard line.
And down 14 points, they have to start from deep in their own territory. Hernandez has Cortez in the backfield. They give it to Cortez. Nothing doing on that defensive line.
Yeah, Matthew Cortez, the senior, he has seen this before. He's gone up against really good teams, but maybe not one as good as this Alamo Heights team is right now. They're going to go quickly, go with some tempo, and get up to the line of scrimmage, maybe trying to catch Alamo Heights not ready to go.
Alamo Heights with a 3-4 defense. Bennett Sanders, Angelo Anise, and Adrian Rodriguez are the down linemen. 2nd down and 9. Hernandez with a quick pass out to Paloma. Oh, he was open, but he dropped it at the 29. That is Jordan Paloma. And now not an enviable position at 3rd down and 9 for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Well, not only did he drop the ball, he almost dropped it in the hands of Ethan Ball, number 9 for the Mules, and that would have been a stroll into the end zone. But now with 3rd and 9, Burbank needs to dial something up. They've run 5 plays so far, and the 6th play coming up, they've got to give their defense a break after 2 touchdown drives by the Alamo Heights Mules.
Yeah, put together some first downs.
And now a penalty. But it's going to be declined. It was against Burbank. They're going to decline it, Alamo Heights is, and set up a 3rd and 9.
In the shotgun, the sophomore quarterback, Hernandez. High snap, give it off to Cortez, and he gains maybe a couple of yards in there. But they'll have to punt again, and that was Angelo Anise. And he was there, the nose guard. He's got a lot of size in there at 254 pounds.
Yeah, he's hard to root out of there. Even a decent-sized offensive line for Burbank. Anise just not moving, able to plug that hole, bring it bring the running back down for a 1-yard gain. Another 4th down coming up for Burbank. They're going to have to punt it away. Down already 14 points to the Mules.
And Rhett Anderson is back at the 50. We mentioned they have had 4 special team touchdowns this year, has Alamo Heights. And, boy, they almost blocked that one again. Here's Anderson inside the 50, cutting down the sideline. He's got room again. And he's tippy-toeing the sideline inside the 20. And look at this field position for the Mules. They'll start at the 17-yard line.
Wow, just a great awareness of where you are on the field and where the defenders are. Lets it take a bounce and then heads up field, follows his blocking, puts his shoulder down the last few yards, and now the Alamo Heights Mules, already up 14 points, are going to set up shop at the Burbank 17-yard line.
Next week, Alamo Heights will be on the road against Jefferson and then home in 2 weeks against Harlandale, which may be the best matchup in this district this season.
Yeah, that's the 2 teams that are likely, most prognosticators will tell you that's the 2 teams that should be battling it out for the top spot.
And we got Terry in there. We've got a stoppage of play movement along the line for the Mules, so that'll back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, so far the only negative plays the Mules have inflicted on themselves. False start is going to be called against the Mules. Of course, the last series they took 25 yards worth of penalties on the first play from scrimmage, and then still only took 3 plays to get in the end zone.
Yeah, to go 77 yards. So, yeah, and this offense is really, really good. I mean, you thought when they lost Sobey at quarterback last year, who would replace him? Well, they've used 3 quarterbacks this year. They've used McKenna. They've used, right here, Michael Terry as a Wildcat, and Colin Ernst, a junior, has played quite a bit. Handoff to Flesher. He'll break right. Carries tacklers with him inside the 15-yard line. Flag flies at the end of the play. And that may be offside.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Burbank for offsides on that play. Alamo Heights got more than 5 yards on the play, so I would expect them to decline the penalty. But Burbank trying to just get that slightest advantage, jump as quickly as possible, and that time just a little bit early.
Burbank had won their first 3 games. They lost last week to Highlands, 40-21, and their defense gave up 516 total yards in that game, 356 yards passing for their first loss. So they got gashed a little bit last week, and it's happened in the first couple of drives in this one.
Yeah, so far McKenna has found open receivers, throwing into open spaces and let them using their athleticism to get down the field. Well, I guess I'm confused here. They just showed what I thought was offsides against Burbank, and then they back it up against Alamo Heights. Okay.
Well, that's 1st and 15. See the time remaining in the first quarter. Ted Davis with Jay Riley here at refurbished OREM Stadium. Terry and the Wildcat will keep it again. Looking for a crease, breaks back in the middle. Look at his size. He is so hard to bring down. Takes 3 or 4 tacklers to knock him down at the 10-yard line.
That's just incredible athleticism, vision. Terry coming out of the Wildcat, steps to his left, looks to try to go to the outside. It's not there, cuts it back inside, and then uses the athletic ability and then his strength to push down to where he brings up a 2nd and 3 from 1st and 15 to 2nd and 3.
I've had a lot of NBA coaches tell me you can't coach size. Yeah, if you got it, you got it. Here's Terry and the Wildcat again. Handoff to Flesher. Flesher is hit outside the 5-yard line. He's pretty near the first down marker. They had 3rd and 2nd and 3. Will they move the chains?
I think we're getting a 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and goal. It's getting late in the first quarter, but the Burbank Bulldogs are looking at perhaps a 21-0 deficit late in the first quarter.
Ricardo Hernandez, number 17 for Burbank, really got in there to make the stop, but the strength of Flesher, they dragged him for another couple yards, picking up the first down. 1st and goal now for the Mules.
They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Terry, short drop into the end zone. Oh, he had his man. I think he had him open. And that may have been the tight end, Henry Robeson. He overshot him.
It was just a little too tall. It's maybe why you see them bring Terry in to run the Wildcat. McKenna's got the arm on this team, and Terry's got the running ability. That one just a little bit too tall, and Robeson's a big target out there as well, but wide open right down the middle, and they're going to leave Terry in there at quarterback.
Anderson to the bottom of the screen, Thistle to the top. Thistle already has a touchdown in this one. Here is Terry. Yeah, we had movement. And I think
must have had contact.
Yeah, I think maybe the defense jumped that time. They're going to discuss it.
From up here, it looked like defense, but I thought it was defense on the one before, too, and they backed up the Mule, so I'm not going to speculate.
You know, you've got two different kind of quarterbacks tonight. You've got McKenna, who can stand in the pocket and throw it, and then you can do a change of pace, bring in Terry, and he can either throw or the defense has to be aware of the fact that he can run the ball, too.
And they're going to back up the Mules again when it appeared to me to be a defensive penalty. The officials have a better vantage point than I do. I'm way up here, and I'm old with these eyes, so they're seeing the Mules move. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 11.
Terry has played this entire drive at quarterback. That's Thistle in motion. Now he comes back to perhaps block. Yep, he blocked. Terry steps over one tackler. Finally down at the 5-yard line, setting up 3rd down and goal.
See, it doesn't look like there's much there, and at the end of the run, he picks up 5 yards. It's just that kind of play from him, the strength to not go down on first contact. Run that Wildcat, he fakes, takes the ball around the right side, gets it down to the 6, so they're going to give him credit for 5 yards. 3rd and goal here from the 6. Maybe we're going to see McKenna come in a passing situation.
Yeah, McKenna, number 7, is back in. Jack Sawyer, number 4, is in at wide receiver. It's Anderson and Thistle to the top of the screen. 3rd down and goal. Terry is alongside of McKenna, and they're looking for Terry, and he's wide open for the touchdown. Wow, nobody covered him.
How do you lose sight of maybe their most explosive weapon in Terry? But they do, and Terry is wide open in the corner of the end zone. Nice touch again by McKenna, and a touchdown for the Mules with 46 seconds to go still in the first quarter. That's their 3rd touchdown of the first quarter.
Massive breakdown defensively by the Bulldog defense. Left-footed Ethan Ball, and now they're going to go for 2, and they throw it out. It is intercepted, and he went to a knee in the end zone, so the 2-point try. He had some running room, too.
Yeah, and what does it matter? I mean, you're not getting it out on the 20. You got to try to get the 2 points. But bottom line, they did stop the 2-point conversion for the Mules.
It's 20-0. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team. Ethan Ball kicking off again to the near side, and it goes out of bounds, but Salazar over there touched the ball. So I think it's going to be marked right there. That was a mental error by Salazar. He should have let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, if the ball was going out of bounds, just let it go, and then you get really good field position. But instead, Salazar touches it. It goes out of bounds, and Burbank looks to start at their own 15-yard line, already down 20-0.
Now, what do you do if you're Burbank? Do you panic offensively? I don't think so. You try to get something going here with your running game and maybe with a balanced passing attack. But
you've run 6 plays.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you've been able to do, and you can't get away from the running game because you don't know if it's going to work or not. Got to get the snaps better, though.
This is Robert Martinez, backup running back. And I think he got a first down. That's one of their few positive plays in the first quarter, which has 34 seconds remaining. We'll see if we have another play in the first quarter, and that's a first down.
He ran out of bounds, but the clock continues to run. I don't know about that, but a positive running play right there. But the timing's still thrown off by the snap, and lucky to get out of that with positive yardage.
So they've got 2 running backs in there for the first time, number 7, Martinez, number 9, Cortez. And they'll let the clock run as they stop the clock to set the chains. And we'll go to the second quarter. The Mules have a 20-0 lead at the end of the first here at OREM Stadium. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Did you know that over the last 25 years, recapture has cost our schools over $622 million? Despite the cost of recapture, Alamo Heights continues to uphold the tradition of excellence. Because of you, our community. Each member of our community can support our schools year-round by joining our Mules Monthly Giving Program or by becoming a hero for Heights. Join our community in celebration at Greater Heights Night in the fall and at Reunite at Heights in the spring. Make a meaningful one-time gift to our teacher fund or endowment. All donations from our community help uphold the tradition of excellence.
First down play, they hand off to Cortez. He goes off right guard, and we have a flag right at the end of that play. So that may be a dead ball foul. Could be a 15-yarder one way or the other.
And the irritation on the face of the official was obvious. So whatever was said, he did not like it at all and immediately reached for his flag and threw it up in the air.
By the way, we will be naming our John Wayne Player of the Game after the game, and you can vote during the game by going to johnwayne.com. That's johnwayne.com to vote for the Player of the Game. Well, it's on the Mules, 15 yards. That'll give Burbank another first down.
You know, if you go to johnwayne.com and vote for who you think is going to be the Player of the Game, and you're correct, you'll get 2 tickets to a San Antonio Gunslingers game next year and automatically entered into the $10,000 home makeover.
That's the part that appeals to me, the $10,000 home makeover, just by voting, just by going to johnwayne.com?
Just by participating.
All right, I'm going to go there right now. If I'm quiet, you'll know what I'm doing.
They may not let you win, Ted.
Oh, darn. Yeah, okay, I didn't read the fine print. 1st and 10 at the 42. High snap again. Hernandez throws it out to the sideline. It is caught. That's a gain of maybe 6 on first down. That was Rene Espinoza. Here they had 3 players with 8 receptions coming in: Espinoza, Paloma, and Peralta. 2nd down and 5, ball at the 47. Still going with the double running back of Cortez and Martinez. Martinez will sweep it left.
There you go.
Martinez has a first down.
There you go. Finding a little room on the outside is Robert Martinez. Got some good blocking. This best-looking drive, obviously, of the night so far for Burbank, Ted.
Yeah, it's first down and 10. Out at the 48-yard line. The penalties have helped.
Well, they've got to give that defense some rest. The Mule offense has had their way so far in the first quarter, and they're just going to wear down the Burbank defense if they don't have some time to rest. So Burbank needs a few first downs here.
Handoff again, and look at that in the backfield. Look at the number of blue jerseys that are there. I think number 92, Carlos De Leon, was there. Also Manny Harris in there again.
I think Manny Harris was the first one there from his safety position. And again, Alamo Heights right now does not believe that Burbank can throw the ball on them. So they're going to load up the box and stop the run and force Burbank to try to throw that football.
You know, second down and 12, ball at the 50. The lights are starting to take effect here at OREM Stadium. See if Hernandez will put it in the air. Well, he's forced out of the pocket. De Leon is after him. He has to run out of bounds. Now third down. And I think he may have lost a yard on that play.
Carson De Leon was the first one in, and Reese Harwood the second one in to put pressure on Hernandez, force him out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with the football. He just has to eat it and get to the sidelines. Yeah, I think he lost a yard there.
That's
maybe a couple.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, third and 11. So again, they're in third and long. Hernandez in the pocket, throws it out, intercepted on the sideline, and now it's into Burbank territory. There's the defense stepping up again, and that was number 22, Will Broderick, who was playing running back last weekend. They put him in on defense, and he gets an interception.
Well, you see here on the replay, Hernandez throws it out there. It's just under and over coverage there, and just a great job by Broderick to kind of climb the ladder a little bit, drop enough to get up there and catch that ball, intercept it, and go the other way. That's why they want to shut down the run. They want to force them to throw the football. They're better. Burbank is better running the football than they are passing the football. So you force them to do what they don't want to do.
On this possession, McKenna back in at quarterback. Connor McKenna. Terry's in the backfield. Oh, a flea flicker. McKenna throwing deep to Red Anderson. He overthrew him a little bit. They had two receivers, two defenders back there, and he split the two defenders, but the pass was a little bit long.
Did you see that acceleration?
Yeah.
It looked like he was covered, and then all of a sudden hit the jets. And Red Anderson ran right by both Burbank defenders. Just McKenna outgunned him. That's all there is to that.
We'll see if they bring that play back later, or perhaps next week when they play Jefferson.
Anytime you put the ball in Terry's hands, they're going to have to pay attention to it. So running those flea flickers off of that is a very wise move.
Second and 10. Flesher will get the handoff. He's got a lot of, that's McKenna. McKenna faked it to Flesher, kept it, spins his way to a first down at the 30-yard line. Now, you think of McKenna as a passing quarterback, but he does have 2 rushing touchdowns this season.
Well, that time it had a lot to do with the fake. He had you faked, he had me faked.
Yep.
And McKenna does a great job running with the ball, showing that he's got some wheels, shows some good speed to the far side, and gets up the field and picks up the first down.
They got so many ways to hurt you on offense, don't they?
They have weapon after weapon. And if Terry's not hurting you, McKenna is. Thistle, Flesher on down the line.
This time it is Flesher. Big hole right up the middle. Great job by the offensive line, and now a first down near the 10-yard line.
And look at the balance that Ron Ritteman and his staff are using with all these weapons. Thistle's been involved. Flesher's been involved. McKenna's been involved. Terry's been involved. And that offensive line that time just opened up an 8-lane highway right down Main Street for Flesher to run. I don't think he was touched for 20 yards.
Yeah, I'll be driving on that going home tonight. Yeah, Interstate 10, that's what I'll be taking. First down and 10 at the 10. McKenna, short drop, over the end zone. Caught by Robeson, but he dropped it. There's a flag on the play. That's Henry Robeson. They've been targeting him quite a bit this evening. He's the tight end. And that was a good hit from the secondary from Aguirre. That's Carlos Aguirre, number 83.
Yeah, Aguirre timed that beautifully. But it wouldn't have counted anyway because they're going to call a penalty again against the Mules. And there you see the well-timed hit on the replay. Robeson looked like he was going to catch that, but Aguirre comes up and delivers the blow, knocks the ball out. Would have been for naught anyway. The Mules again penalized. And if Ron Ritterman is going to have something to coach at halftime, it's going to be these penalties.
I didn't see what he called, but it's 1st and 20. You can assume that maybe it was a hold. Ball now at the 22-yard line. High snap. McKenna rolling right, cutting back, got a block from Sandoval, got loose, and I think got back to the original line of scrimmage. You know, you don't think Conley McKenna is that big, but then you realize he's 190 pounds.
He absolutely made that play. I don't believe that was the play. The bad snap threw the timing off, so I'm not sure. I think he turned a busted play into a 9 or 10-yard gain there. Incredible work there by McKenna to make something out of nothing.
Now, Red Anderson is at the top of the screen. Terry is down here to the bottom of the screen. On 2nd down and about 10, McKenna's going to call his own number again. Straight to the end zone, touchdown. So far, it has been a great day to be a Mule. McKenna with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, and it is 26-0.
Brooks Kieschnick, the right tackle, just what a seal block on that side, allowing McKenna to get around the edge, get up the field, and get into the end zone. The Mules are just dominating right now in every facet of the game. We'll see the replay here. Look at the right side, and Kieschnick, see number 70 for Burbank's got his back to you. I believe that's Kieschnick. No, that was Sandoval, actually, that had that block.
Yeah, and Flesher was out there in front of him, too. And Ball, with the extra point try, 27-0 Mules here in the 2nd quarter. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
I want to say a special thank you tonight to our stadium sponsors, including HEB, Methodist Healthcare, Gunn Automotive, Luther King Capital Management, and Broadway Bank. Thank you again to these proud sponsors of Alamo Heights Athletics. Mules fans, there's still time to pick up a copy of tonight's program. Tonight's proceeds go to the boys basketball players. They'll be selling programs in the stands until 8:30 p.m. Programs are just $10 each, and cash, Venmo, and PayPal are accepted. This year's program includes more than 200 pages of rosters, photos, information, and senior ads for our amazing Mules athletes and the groups who support them.
Alamo Heights coverage team getting plenty of work here. Ball kicks it deep. Martinez at the 2-yard line. Slips, but now runs to his left, trying to get to the sideline. But again, the speed of the blue jersey strung that out and knocked him out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Manny Harris staying in his lane, making sure he stays outside so there's no way for Martinez to get around him, and showed great speed, closed on Martinez, brought him down short. Martinez could have called for a fair catch and had the ball at the 25, and they're going to set up shop at the 15. So that decision cost his team 10 yards of field position, Ted.
And you're looking at a big hill. 27-0 against a very talented Alamo Heights team that is looking for their 4th win in a row and a chance to go 4-0 in district play. Martinez will take the handoff. He'll run left. And that's a good finish on that play. That's a pick and pull collision from the running back. You don't see that very often.
He kind of lowered his shoulder and pushed his way, banged his way for an extra couple of yards. Did Martinez on that play. They're going to mark him down only with a 6-yard gain, but that shoulder looked like it carried him for an extra couple of yards.
Pick and pull collision. South Texas' largest self-service auto parts location, pickandpullsa.com. Check them out at Pick and Pull. Oh, he bounces around like a pinball, keeps his legs going, and gets near the first down marker. An excellent job in there.
I think he's going to get it by the looks of where the officials are spotting it down. That extra effort, I guess that's like tackling a bowling ball or something like that. He just wasn't going to go down, and the heart of this Burbank team is evident right now. Trailing 27-0, nothing's really gone your way, but your running back is still fighting forward for the first down like that.
That was Robert Martinez again. He's a sophomore. So you got a sophomore quarterback, sophomore running back, along with the senior Matthew Cortez. They have not been able to get their passing game going. Martinez 3 times in a row turns the corner. Martinez with maybe another first down on first down. Maybe they found something running the left side of that offensive line.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Is the last couple times they've run to the left side, they have picked up good yardage. Again, he's going to get marked down after about a 6-yard pickup instead of what we thought was close to a first down. But still, 6 yards on first down is a win. You want to win on first down. 6 yards on first down is a win.
Ryan Vasquez at left tackle, a sophomore. Robert Garcia at left guard, a sophomore. You can see some of the youth out there for the Bulldogs. Well, they stand him up that time for no gain.
He's still not going down.
No.
Never did get him to the ground.
Number 7, Robert Martinez with the carry.
But Manny Harris at 6'10", number 16, he's been on a lot of plays so far in this game tonight.
Well, I think it was Alamo Heights' game plan to come in here and shut down the Burbank run. And that's bringing your safeties down. If Burbank was able to hit something over the top, they might be able to stop Manny from coming down so much. But Manny Harris has been able to live near the line of scrimmage because of the lack of passing game so far by Burbank.
Patterson and Peralta to the near side of the screen. Espinoza and Paloma to the top. Keep it on the ground, and that is Cortez. Colligan was the first guy to get him, but look at Cortez breaking a tackle, and I think that's a first down.
Where they are marking it, they're moving the sticks right now. How many times, you've done more games for Alamo Heights than I have, how many times do you see a Colligan tackle broken?
No, not very often.
He's a very sure tackler, and right that time, just unable to wrap him up and bring him down. Martinez breaks loose and picks up the first down.
You see the time remaining in the first half, a little over 4 minutes.
This one's moving along.
Now 3 wide receivers to the top. That's Espinoza, Paloma, and Peralta. And Patterson out here to the near side. We'll see if they'll stay on the ground. That's been working. Now Hernandez in the pocket, rolling left. Hernandez will have to keep it, and he's out of bounds at the 39-yard line to stop the clock. Now, 2 timeouts remaining for the Bulldogs.
Well, when you're selling out to stop the run, you're playing a lot of man coverage, and the backs of the defensive backs can get turned to the quarterback, and he's able to take off and pick up a few yards. The closing speed that time of the Mules kept it from being a long gain, but Hernandez was able to get what he got because the coverage was so good.
Let's see what Wendell Harris and his offensive coordinator come up with here. Harris, the head coach at Burbank in his 3rd season. And we have a stoppage of play and a timeout taken. 27-0 is our score. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Timeout, Burbank.
Have you noticed any cracks in your driveway or sidewalks? What about parts of your patio or pool deck that seem to be sinking? If so, don't let the problems get worse. Call the company you can trust, Baird Foundation Repair. We offer permanent, cost-effective solutions to lift, level, and protect your concrete for years to come. With over 50 years of experience, we are the experts to restore value and safety to your home. Call today to schedule your free inspection.
At Gun Auto, teamwork is an important part of how we do business in every department. Our teams focus on your needs. From the moment you walk through the door, we're standing by, ready to help you find the perfect vehicle for you. And with one simple price, buying from Gun Auto is real, simple, no surprises, no hidden fees. Visit gunauto.com today. Go Mules!
Now 2nd down and 8 for Burbank. Martinez sweeping left and breaks a tackle again, turns nothing into about 5 yards. Very well done by Robert Martinez.
Well, Martinez has been basically the offense for the Bulldogs tonight. And again, breaking tackles, doing what you got to do. It's 3rd down and 6, but it could have been 3rd and 11 if he doesn't break that tackle.
They have picked up a couple of first downs here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. High snap, that could be disaster. It is up for grabs. And I think Hernandez got back on it at the 25-yard line, but that will set up 4th down and about 8 acres.
That has been an accident waiting to happen all night for the Bulldogs. The snap from center has been scary all night. You see here, it just goes over the head of Hernandez, and there's Colligan right there on top of him when the ball gets there. And just nothing that Hernandez can do with that. Going to get a timeout.
Yeah, we'll keep it here during this timeout. After the game, Jay and I will name our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game. Certainly plenty of candidates so far for Alamo Heights. They have spread the wealth. You can vote for your nomination for John Wayne Player of the Game by going to johnwayne.com. You see it right there, johnwayne.com. Just by voting, going to johnwayne.com, you're eligible for a $10,000 home makeover. Imagine that, johnwayne.com, coming into your home for a $10,000 makeover, johnwayne.com. Go vote.
And if you do happen to pick the same person that Ted and I select, you get 2 tickets to the San Antonio Gunslingers Arena League football team next year. John Wayne, the company owns the Gunslingers and would love for you to go.
4th and 6, punted away from Rhett Anderson. Ball goes out of bounds, and here are the Mules with 2 timeouts remaining. And great field position, up 27-0.
And like the Mules needed any more going their way, the ball took a Mules bounce, and they will set up shop at the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. Those 3:07 to go, 2 timeouts left. The Mules are certainly licking their chops to put some more points on the board before the half is over.
Now, I was doing a game last night. It was Brandeis and Madison. That was 35-7 at the half. And then Madison came out and scored the first 21 points of the 3rd quarter. So we'll see if Burbank can get it going. Wildcat with Terry in there, and he's got a lot of green in front, and they can't stop him. Look at him, still going. How many tacklers does it take inside the 30-yard line? My goodness, Michael Terry.
The Burbank Bulldog that was hanging on there for about 12 yards, well, I was just holding on for dear life. And Terry just showing the same guts and heart that Martinez was showing for the Bulldogs, and drags a couple of guys fall off, and then Terry takes off down the field, finally getting tackled.
Terry in there for McKenna. They use him more to run than throw, but now he's in the pocket, looking out to the sideline, wide open is Flesher, and it's over his head. He had it.
Well, that's his second pass of the night, and the second one that's been just a bit too tall.
It's 2nd down.
And Terry could have 2 touchdown passes tonight, all for about 1.5 feet of altitude.
Yep. This play began tonight. Alamo Heights 3-1, 3-0 in District 14. Harlandale won last night. They're 4-0 in district play. On second down, Flesher has it. Oh, he moves to the left. Got a lot of blocking out there. Flesher to the end zone. Touchdown. That is a 30-yard run by Bennett Flesher.
Well, we thought with 3:07 to go that they were hoping to get it on the board again before halftime, and a minute 5 later, or I'm sorry, 55 seconds later, the Alamo Heights Mules are in the end zone again, but
no,
they're going to bring that one back.
That's a hold.
We'll see if we can see it on the replay. It's a little late in the replay. I think they were more up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Based on where they're backing it up from, it was at the line of scrimmage. And the Mules basically are up right now 27?
Yeah, 27
to 0, and can you say you're killing yourself with penalties when you're up 27 points? But Coach Ron Ritterman, I'm sure, is going to have something to say about the penalties at the break.
Now, they still have the points on the scoreboard here, but it is 27-0. Dropping back, McKenna back in, out to Terry. He's wide open, found a soft spot, and Terry is out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Boy, that McKenna can throw the football.
He can.
That was on a frozen rope to the sidelines. It got there, and his accuracy has been phenomenal so far tonight.
McKenna has also run for a touchdown, but he can take a break, and the change of pace is Terry coming in as a Wildcat to run the football more. Clock stopped.
And really wearing down the Burbank defense.
Ball at the 20, first down. McKenna has all the time in the world. Wide open, touchdown in the end zone. That is Thistle.
His second one of the night, and again, McKenna doesn't put a whole lot of touch on a ball, does he?
No.
I mean, that was a missile, too, as he threw that one with Thistle just running by himself down the seam, wide open. No one around him. McKenna finds him, delivers it on time and on target for another Alamo Heights Mules touchdown.
Now it's 33-0 with a minute 57 to go in the first half. Ethan Ball will try the extra point, and Thistle is just wide open. Corbin Gunter, the holder, number 11. The left footer is up, and he is good again. So it's 34-0, 1:57 to go in the first half. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
34, Bulldog 0.
Kickoff is taken inside the 5-yard line and bobbled by Martinez, and that allows the coverage team to get down there. And they're going to start from inside the 10-yard line with a minute 49 to play. There's a possibility here that Alamo Heights could get the ball back.
They still have 2 timeouts left. I think a lot of it depends on what happens on first down. If the Bulldogs are able to pick up a chunk, then likely the Mules let the clock run. If they're able to get a quick stop, a yard or so or less gain, you call your timeout and you get the clock stopped.
Again, they've got Martinez, number 7, Cortez, number 9, with Hernandez. Give it off to Cortez. And a nice gain on first down, gain of about 6.
Number 9, Matthew Fortes, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I think 6 yards is one of those that,
for the Mules.
with a 34-point lead, I think Ron Ritteman's comfortable going to the locker room with what he's got.
Battle of the Bands coming up at halftime. The Burbank Band and the Alamo Heights Band will both be performing at halftime. We approach 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. This is week 5 of high school football. Running left, that is going to be a pick and pull collision. So that was and that's Manny Harris again, who's had a good game from that linebacker spot.
Harrison Sobey came up and put one on him as well. They're just flying through the ball, Ted. I mean, you can call out all kinds of names on these tackles. Very seldom is it a one-man tackle. They're gang tackling very well. Flying to the ball.
Carlos De Leon is on that 3-down lineman along with Reese Harwood and Angelo Anise. 30 seconds remaining. 3rd down. Handoff straight ahead. This is Martinez. He will not get there. And they can let the clock run, and that will be the end of the first half. And Alamo Heights coming into the game tonight, averaging 50 points per game in their first 4 games, with the fewest points scored in a game being in the opener in a loss to Seguin with 39 points. They've got 34 here at halftime. And I think a timeout was called. So we'll keep it here on 4th down and 4.
I think that's a special teams timeout.
Yeah.
Maybe turn loose the Alamo Heights punt block team and see if they can get to one. They've almost got to a couple so far today. And sometimes you know, coaches seem to always be coaches, and they're coaching all the time. Even though Alamo Heights has a comfortable lead, they're going to run into teams that they're going to need some of this on, and they may need a punt block later on in the season, and that may be something they're working on now.
They've been close a couple of times tonight, and the punter for Burbank barely got it off. Let's see what happens here on calling it 4th down and 2 with only 13 seconds remaining in the half. And you know they're going to be coming. And now he motioned to start the clock, didn't he? Maybe not. Here is a quick punt, and he got it away. Bounces out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Only 7 seconds remaining.
Punt goes out of bounds.
We'll see if Alamo Heights will do a kneel down or a simple running play here and get to the half.
Well, it still gives them an absolute opportunity to throw one to the end zone, let one of those athletic receivers battle for the ball. You know, you got 50-50 balls all the time, and on some of those you expect your guys to be the winner. And a night like tonight when you've got Terry or Thistle or one of those guys, you throw it up there and let them go get it. And I think that's what we're going to get a chance to see here.
McKenna has a very strong arm. They have Jack Sawyer and Terry to the right side. Rhett Anderson is down here to the bottom of the screen. And the ball is at the 35-yard line. McKenna over the middle, caught by Anderson. Oh, the hook and ladder. Terry will pick it up. Terry is inside the 10. Time will run out. They got the catch, but then the bobble on the hook, and they couldn't find the ladder. And that's the end of the first half. We'll have the Battle of the Bands coming up in just a little bit. Ted Davis with Jay Howard here at OREM Stadium.
I appreciate you calling me Jay Howard.
Oh, Jay Riley.
If I have near the career that Jay Howard had, I would be a happy man, but let's not embarrass Jay Howard.
That goes back to my old NBA days.
Yes, I know.
Which, by the way, Jay Howard and I have the same number of championship rings. We have 1. And the show-off Bill Schoening, he has 4.
The show-off.
Since 1905, HEB has been proud to work. Since 1905, HEB has been proud to work with Texas growers because honestly, there's no taste like home. That's why we created our Texas Roots brand, which supports farmers and brings fresh, local produce to you faster. Whether it's strawberries from Poteet, greens and onions from the Rio Grande Valley, or dozens of other greats grown around the state, we bring the best of Texas farms to Texas tables. Texas Roots, another reason why at my HEB, here, everything's better.
Some national banks want you to believe you can only get the best digital services from them. Well, agree to disagree. At Broadway Bank, we're partnering with big tech firms and local vendors to do things differently. We're building a best-in-class customer experience that lets you connect with us 24/7 without sacrificing the personal service only an independent bank can provide. Award-winning and based right here in Texas. That's modern banking. Visit us at broadway.bank.
At Gun Auto, teamwork is an important part of how we do business in every department. Our teams focus on your needs. From the moment you walk through the door, we're standing by, ready to help you find the perfect vehicle for you. And with one simple price, buying from Gun Auto is real, simple, no surprises, no hidden fees. Visit gunauto.com today. Go Mules!
Our Mighty Bulldog Band will be performing the first and second movement of their 2022-2023 show entitled Imagine. Alto sax soloist for movement 1 and 2, we have Luke Davis. Alto sax soloist for movement 2, we have Ryan Martinez. And flute soloist for movement 2, Trinity Gabrielski. Mighty Bulldog Band is under the direction of Mr. Frank Foster, Dr. Dixon Simpson, Mr. Jose Ramirez.
We have been watching the halftime performance of the Pride of the South Side, the Burbank Marching Band. This is the Battle of the Bands here at halftime at OREM Stadium in the lovely community of Alamo Heights, one of the older communities in San Antonio, founded by Mr. Brackenridge himself. Of course, Brackenridge High School, named after Mr. Brackenridge. It's 34-0 at the half. The Mules have dominated this first half, and they have been on a streak since they lost at Seguin to open up the season. Opened up conference district play with a 56-23 win over Brackenridge. That was here at OREM Stadium. They won at Alamo Stadium over Highlands, 49-23. Last week, it was 56-7. They beat McCollum here at OREM Stadium, and they lead 34-0 in the game tonight. When we come back, we'll have the performance of the Alamo Heights Band. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team. Week 5 of the high school football season, 34-0. The Mules have the lead. The Alamo Heights Band is on the field. Let's listen and watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, to our Spurs. The Mighty Mule Band recognizes the following members for their hard work and dedication this week. Band members of the week are Logan Thompson and Brady Contreras. Color Guard member of the week, AJ Gonzalez. Our section of the week, our trumpets. Tonight, Mighty Mule Band performs the first two parts of their competition marching show entitled From the Ground Up. Tonight's performance features soloists Sophia Cifuentes on flute, Lauren Smith on oboe, and Jaden Gentles on saxophone. Mules fans, please stand for the Alamo Heights fight song. Band directors for the Mighty Mule Band are David Stevenson, Matthew Moran, Troy Chester, Namika Saseka, Axel Sparson, Steve McGrew, Sidney Robinson, and Mike Wilson. The Alamo Heights High School principal is Cory Smith, and the Alamo Heights Independent School District Superintendent is Dr. Daniel Stark. The voice of the Mighty Mule Band, Go Mules!
We have been watching the halftime performance of the Mighty Mule Band, pride of Alamo Heights High School. It's halftime here at OREM Stadium. And it has been a great day to be a Mule so far, as they're well on their way to their 4th consecutive win and a chance to go 4-1 for the season. 34-0 is our halftime score. We'll get you set for the second half as the players are coming back on the field right now. In just a moment, we'll take a break. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Did you know that over the last 25 years, recapture has cost our schools over $622 million? Despite the cost of recapture, Alamo Heights continues to uphold the tradition of excellence. Because of you, our community. Each member of our community can support our schools year-round by joining our Mules Monthly Giving Program or by becoming a hero for Heights. Join our community in celebration at Greater Heights Night in the fall and at Reunite at Heights in the spring. Make a meaningful one-time gift to our teacher fund or endowment. All donations from our community help uphold the tradition of excellence.
Oh, hey there. As you're watching the game tonight, we thought we'd remind you that it's a great day to be kind.
We love football season. It's all about coming together and celebrating each other as a school, working together to accomplish something amazing.
That's why we think it's a great day to be kind is so important. At the end of the day, it's our kindness and our compassion towards others that makes us Alamo Heights. So at the game today, remember to be kind.
Be kind to our custodial staff by throwing away trash in the designated trash cans across the stadium.
Be kind to our opponents and our officials and show good sportsmanship. It's so good.
Be kind to those around you by giving plenty of personal space, especially in the student section.
When we all work together, our small acts of kindness grow. It creates something bigger in each one of us. So remember, next time you get the chance, just be kind. It makes all the difference in the world. And remember, it's a great day to be kind.
Greetings, Mules fans. There's no place like Alamo Heights ISD, and I'm excited to welcome all of you to a new season of athletics.
Minutes away from the start of the third quarter, we're back on the campus of Alamo Heights High School in the 09 zip code. Ted Davis back with Jay Riley, and 34-0 is our score. The Mules have the lead here at the half, and as always, it's a very busy Friday night across the area. And Jay, you've been looking at that KSAT big game coverage app, and you've got the scores.
Yeah, second quarter, Liberty Hill leads Kerrville Tybee 35-0. Fredericksburg 16-0 over Marble Falls in the third. Fall City has just tied it up with Burton 6-6 in the third. Blanco having their way with Luley 25-0. That's a halftime score. The Steel Knights still rolling 28-0 over Fort Bend Christian. That's a third quarter score. Pleasanton leads Poteet 21-6 at the half. Bernie on a roll. Bernie is now up to number 5 in the state Class 4A. 28-0 lead over Salado at the half. YMLA stunning Falfurrious right now in the third quarter over at Alamo Stadium. 3-0. YMLA leads Falfurrious. Cole in a 28-0 deficit. Delano SA Christian 27 points behind Austin Regents, 27-0 there in the second. Lytle and Pearsall in a good one, 24-14 in the second quarter there. Pearsall leads that one. Piper trails Bastrop 21-14 just before half there. Bandera in a tight one with Hondo at the half, 19-17. Bandera leads that one. South San 27-13 over Laredo Martin. Southwest 21-0 over Eagle Pass Win. Rock Springs 6-0 lead over D'Hanis at the half. Medina Valley trails Southside 20-7. That's also a halftime score. Floresville leads Memorial at the half 21-13. East Central 10-6 lead over Canyon Lake. That's in the third quarter. Johnson 35-14 over Roosevelt over at Hero Stadium. That's a third quarter score. Edison and Sam Houston getting after it at the sports complex. 17-13 Edison lead there. Huge rivalry over on the north side and northwest side. NISD Taft 24-0 lead over O'Connor. That's a third quarter score. Reagan having no trouble with Marshall in the third. 31-0 lead over Marshall. Marshall hasn't scored a point in 2.5 weeks at this point. Stevens 27-6 over John Jay at Gus Stadium. Holy Cross big over New Braunfels Christian Academy 31-7. McCollum leads Lanier 7-3. That's a big district contest head. Randolph 20-13 over Marion. Wimberley 14-7 over Lampasas. Those are both halftime scores. Last one here, Stockdale 41-0 over Freer. Not going to say that's the last one because Cuero leads Beeville Jones 28-14. Here's a surprising score. Last week, Midland Legacy took Steele to overtime out in Midland. Tonight, the Judson Rockets, going into the half, lead Midland Legacy 42-0.
Wow, at the half?
At the half.
Oh, my.
And the Judson Rockets finding their footing, I think. The Hutto game should have given them some confidence from last week. Even though they lost that game, they played Hutto right down to the wire. But tonight, Midland Legacy making the trip in from West Texas. Right now, wishing the bus had run out of gas.
Well, I did the Judson opener against Johnson at the Dome, and such a great game. And you knew Mark Soto was putting together a program that always has talent. Lacked a little bit of discipline and direction last year. They've had a very difficult non-district schedule, but that's a big score.
You grow from that. Non-district, it's different than in other college football, where if you lose a couple of games, you have no chance at a national title. The NFL, if you're not playing in your division, it still counts against your record. In high school football, non-conference stuff gets you ready for district. And what the Judson Rockets have done, and a lot of other schools, is they've played a more difficult schedule to get them ready.
Ted Davis and Jay Riley here at OREM Stadium. We're set to go to the third quarter. They'll kick it deep, and it goes out of bounds. And so what we're going to have here is the ball.
Penalty marker on the
penalty will be on the field, and not bad field position for the Burbank Bulldogs. Now, last night I mentioned I did a game. It was Brandeis and Madison. Madison was down 35-7 at the half, and they got it going in the third quarter. In fact, they scored 21 straight points. Now, on this first drive for Burbank, look, you're not going to win this game probably down 34-0, but see if you can string together some first downs.
You need some confidence points is what I call them, Ted. You still need to play hard. You still need to do things and execute, because you got another game next week, and it's not going to be against Alamo Heights. It's going to be against another team that is you're trying to get a playoff spot just like they are.
McCollum will be the opponent for the Bulldogs next week. Hand off to Cortez. He breaks off the right side, breaks another tackle. That's a gain of 8 on first down. Positive yards for Michael Cortez, the senior, who is averaging 116 yards per game coming into the game tonight. That'll make it second down and about 3.
What a difference a half makes. First play of the offensive play for the Bulldogs in the first half was an intentional grounding. And now they come out after the break and pick up 7 yards on first down. That's a little better way to start winning on first down.
Second down and 3. Next week, Alamo Heights will be on the road. They'll play Jefferson. Dropping back to throw, Hernandez, a lot of pressure, and there's nowhere to go. Look at the number of blue shirts that are there. At least 5 of them. That was Bennett Sanders, number 44. And, well, he had nowhere to go.
Yeah. Great coverage downfield. That's what creates those. You know that Hernandez wanted to get rid of that football. There was just nowhere to go with it, so he brought it down and tried to run, and there was blue jerseys all around him.
They've actually got Tommy Colligan with a hand down here playing defensive end. They moved him from linebacker. They've got Angelo Anis in the middle, and then Adrian Rodriguez out there at the right end. Hernandez back to throw. Ball is tipped. Oh, that could have been intercepted.
And you called Colligan's name, and he shot off that line of scrimmage like he was shot out of a cannon, went right around the right tackle, and almost got to Hernandez before he got that ball off. In fact, probably forced Hernandez to throw that pass a little bit before he wanted to. Ball pops up in the air, easily could have been a turnover. Instead, the ball falls harmlessly to the ground, brings up fourth down, and the Bulldogs will have to punt.
And that's 3 and out for Burbank to start the second half.
After a nice gain on first down, not able to convert.
High snap, but he kicks it to the near side. They've been keeping it away from Rhett Anderson tonight. They'll watch it bounce, and they'll down it at the 48-yard line. Last week at this stadium, Rhett Anderson had 2 touchdowns on punt returns. In fact,
yeah, he's dangerous, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He had 4 touchdowns in the game. McKenna tonight has thrown for 3 touchdowns. He has rushed for another. I would think he'd be a candidate right now for the John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game. You can vote right now at johnwayne.com. johnwayne.com, you see it right there. If you just vote, you'll be eligible for a $10,000 home makeover from John Wayne Service Company at johnwayne.com.
Don't forget about those San Antonio Gunslingers tickets as well. If you choose the same player that we do at the end of the game, you'll get 2 tickets to the San Antonio Gunslingers.
Oh, he's loading it up for Terry, and it's batted away at the last minute. Excellent play in the secondary by Burbank. That was Johnny Alvarado, the safety, and that was going to be a touchdown if he doesn't get there.
Does he get there just in time? That might have broke his fingernail as close as it was to being laid right in there. And McKenna has thrown the ball well all night. That was not on the throw of McKenna. That was just a great defensive play by Johnny Alvarado.
Second down and 10, ball at the 48. Just underway in the second half. Flesher is in the backfield. They give it to Flesher. Straight ahead. Flesher's got a big hole. He's got a lot of green. McKenna is blocking for him out front. And he gets to the 15-yard line. Your quarterback outran your running back to be a blocker.
I don't have to say anything else on top of that. Just McKenna is focused. He's dialed in. He's running past his running back to get out and find some contact and pick up some extra yards for the Mules. But you were as surprised as I was to see. Could you see Brett Favre running down and blocking for his guys? I don't think so.
No, at the NFL, I don't think you'd want him to. They pay him too much money. My goodness.
He wasn't fast enough either.
First down at the 21. McKenna will keep it himself. McKenna to the end zone. McKenna, touchdown. He has thrown for 3. He has rushed for 2.
That was like a hot knife through butter right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they went through that Burbank defense like this was a practice squad or something. It's just Alamo Heights is loaded. They've got talent all over the field, and Burbank has a better team than they've had in a while. They're seeing where they want to be one day and what the Mules have.
I don't want to influence your vote for the John Wayne Player of the Game, but yeah.
5 touchdowns, you think? I would certainly put him in there as a potential candidate.
He is a candidate. Yes, let me put it that way. It's 41-0. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Number 7, Robert Martinez. Number 36, Xavier Salazar back to you for the Bulldogs.
On the kickoff, a fumble by the Burbank Bulldogs, and it's recovered by Alamo Heights at the 15-yard line. That was Will Broderick. He was a running back last week. They're playing him on defense this week, and all of a sudden, they've got the ball at the 15-yard line, up 41-0. Well, when it rains, it pours.
I'm just about to say the exact same thing. Nothing has gone Burbank's way so far tonight, and that was no different. And now just 16 yards from pay dirt are the Mules.
McKenna out there at quarterback. Flesher is the running back. McKenna out to Red Anderson. Anderson breaking inside the 5, spinning to the end zone. He got hit by Gerardo Ortega, the linebacker, but they couldn't stop him. Brett Anderson is into the end zone for the second time in the game.
You know, this is just one of those bigger, stronger, faster situations. The Alamo Heights Mules are just come in tonight with bigger athletes, faster athletes, and at this point, better athletes than what Burbank has. And there's no doubt where the heart is for Burbank. They've got the heart. They just don't have the horses.
Red Anderson is about 180 pounds. He's one of the many seniors on this team. In fact, early in the season, we'll get to that in a moment. Point after try coming by Ethan Ball.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
To get off the field, he was a little dinged up on that play.
Corbin Gunter, number 11, is the holder. High snap, but he gets it on the turf. Kick is up. Ball is perfect again.
The extra point is good.
It is 47, 48-0.
Bulldogs
go to break.
0.
Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Quick check of district scores. Final score, Arlingale 55, Brackenridge 43. Third quarter score, San Antonio Lanier 9, McCollum 7. Edison 7, Sam Houston 6, first quarter.
Alamo Heights will kick it off again. Up 48-0 now.
2 quick scores within 3 minutes of the second half kick.
That's efficiency. Quick strike capability. Kick it deep again. Martinez, who fumbled the last time, has it inside the 5. Martinez powers forward to the 20-yard line, and look at the number of blue jerseys that are there again.
Number 7, Robert Martinez.
The gang tackling that Alamo Heights does is very impressive.
Yeah, they're all over the ball. They swarm to the ball. And, you know, a lot of times that can be the difference between not just making the tackle, but if you're able to force a turnover, you got to have other people around the ball to be able to get on that ball. So a lot of people around the football is a good thing, and the Mules are getting that done.
A lot of second-teamers, maybe even third-teamers in there now. We'll try to identify as many as we can for the Alamo Heights Mules. The backups have had a lot of playing time early in this season. Hernandez hands it off to the near side. Cortez, tackle at the 25-yard line. Coming up to make the stop, number 55, Reese Harwood, who is in there.
55, Reese Harwood.
Mason O'Daniel came from the safety position to turn that play back inside and helped tackle that for just a 3-yard gain.
De Leon, Carlos De Leon is in there as the right end. They've got Fernando Rivera as the nose guard, number 65. Second down and 10, handoff straight ahead to Cortez again. Number 61, Ben Flynn, is in on the play. He's in at linebacker. You know, I was going to say that before William Blake got hurt, and he's one of their linebackers who couldn't play tonight, every game, Ron Ritteman could put 11 seniors out there on defense.
Right now, he's having a great opportunity to get very deep on playing time because he's going to need these players. You know it's a long season. You know injuries occur. You know that you're going to need a lot of players to make a deep run in the playoffs. So this is kind of a help that he's getting to play some players very deep.
Pitch to Cortez again. He's struggling for the first down. Did not get there. And we'll see what Wendell Harris will do here. Oh, they gave him the first down. So nice effort by Cortez.
Tackle by 92, Carson De Leon.
Got it out to the 32. He needed the 32. So he got it by just what he needed. Wasn't much more.
Carson De Leon made the tackle again. In at linebacker is number 38, Garrett Tullis. He's on the field. Number 25 is in at defensive back. That's Hale Ward. See the time remaining, under 7 minutes left in the third. Hernandez rolling left. De Leon is after him. They tackle him for a loss at the 25-yard line.
Again, De Leon makes it cut back inside. And then Pierce Braden, the senior defensive lineman, comes in and mops it up. But just, again, Hernandez nowhere to deliver the football to. And the speed of the Alamo Heights Mules is what caught up with him there.
Now number 49, Joseph Trevino, backup linebacker, is on the field. Trevino is a senior. You know you're deep when you can take out your seniors and put in seniors.
You don't lose the experience, do you?
Hernandez rolling right. Look at, oh, he caught the pass. That's Martinez. That's another first down. Nice job by Hernandez, sophomore quarterback, as he rolled right. He found Robert Martinez, and a first down for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Man, what a tremendous pass. Talking about being under pressure. He was being pursued by 4 Alamo Heights Mules and still able to get out and throw that on the money. And they still got the third down sign up.
Oh, they do.
I don't think that's correct. The scoreboard shows 1st and 10.
Yeah.
They have moved the sticks. I just think the yard down marker is incorrect.
Hand off straight ahead. Martinez, good gain on first down of about 5. I appreciate now that they light up the down. Back when I was doing football, last time in the 80s, they didn't do that. That was back in the old archaic days.
Did we have lights back then even? But now they're going to change it to 4th down, and that's the problem. Is it really highlights when you make a mistake because it's actually now they're showing 4th and 5. I'm confused.
Yeah, I thought he got the first down.
Number 81,
well,
Zucker
obviously he didn't.
I mean, it's no surprise that I'm confused, but I am confused.
Well, you're confused. I'm dazed. So.
That was a pretty good movie. All right.
Yeah, the first thing Matthew McConaughey ever said on screen. Park Zucker is the deep man. He's got it. Park Zucker is in the open field. Park Zucker may go for a touchdown. Park Zucker has parked it in the end zone. Wow.
I see no flags.
Nope. By the way, that is the 5th touchdown off a kick return this year by Alamo Heights.
That's why they call them special teams. They need to be special. And I love that call. Park Zucker parks it in the end zone. That is awesome. And he waited for his blocking. That was the thing that really impressed me on that run. He ran to daylight, but also he slowed down, let some blocks get set up, and cut it back across the field, able to get in the end zone. Showed a little speed there at the end, too, to outrun the last defender.
Got a new kicker out there. That's number 15, Andrew McKnight. And his kick is good.
Got it. By Andrew McKnight.
55-0 here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media team.
Let's scratch it out so we know which.
McKnight to kick off for the Mules. Robert Martinez and Xavier Salazar back deep to receive the kickoff.
Kicking it deep. Martinez at the 10. Oh, there is a pick and pull collision. That is number 32. That is Blake Killian, backup defensive back. Ouch.
This runs right into Robert Martinez. And you're right, that's a pick and pull collision. If that doesn't loosen up your front end, nothing will.
Pick and pull, South Texas' largest self-service auto parts location. Check them out on the World Wide Web at pickandpullsa.com.
They got the parts you need at a price you can afford.
Yeah, I saw that lot. It is enormous.
It's close to 60 acres.
And they've got it organized, too. You can go out there and find, the 1938 Studebaker if you need it.
They do have a classic lot. They do. Oh, look at that.
Martinez
still running people over.
He is still running hard. That's Robert Martinez, sophomore running back. So this season, they've had a 90-yard kickoff return by Terry. They've had a 65-yard kickoff return by Ethan Ball. And they've had 3 punt returns for touchdowns, 2 by Rhett Anderson and 1 by Park Zucker. That's called flipping the field.
That's called just special teams. And they want to run some more guys out there. The Mules do. They're trying to play everyone here tonight, I think.
I see James Davila, senior defensive lineman, coming on. I saw number 52, Nathan Saceda, senior defensive lineman. And we have an injured Mule at the 33-yard line, which will stop play. Now tonight, in the district, you've got 2 games going on. Sam Houston playing Edison and Lanier playing McCollum. Last night, Harlandale beat Brackenridge. Now, Harlandale led 28-7 at the half, Jay Riley.
Yes, sir.
And the final score was 55-43.
That was our TV game. We got home just about 30 minutes before I had to come here. It was the longest game I think I've ever been associated with. Our TV crew did a great job, but Harlandale just kept scoring. And it was just one of those really, really good games. Brackenridge fought to the end.
Second down and short. Give it to Martinez again. He sweeps left. He cuts back right. He's got the first down. And they'll move the sticks. So Martinez is piling up the yardage here tonight. They haven't had a lot of yards, but most of it has come from number 7, Robert Martinez.
Last score we had over at the SAISD Sports Complex, Edison had a 17-13 lead over Sam Houston at the half. McCullum was trailing Lanier in the third quarter 9-7.
And then tomorrow night, Jefferson will play Highlands. As we have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night lights here in the San Antonio area. Throw it out to the sideline. It is caught by Espinoza, and he may have a first down or close to it. That's Rene Espinoza, but I think he got it. First down.
Wow, that's a pretty good spot. I thought he was going to come up about a yard short, and now they're spotting it down. He is a yard short.
Second down and 2.
2 yards short.
We'll see if when Alamo Heights gets the ball again, they'll go to Colin Ernst. He'd be the third quarterback to play. They played 3 quarterbacks this season. In fact, Ernst started the season opener at Seguin. 55-0 is the score. Straight ahead, this is Cortez, and he's got the first down out near midfield. And look at him continuing to go.
Good, strong run there. Again, there is no give up in this Burbank Bulldog team. And that's when you know the coaching staff has done their job in keeping this team together, knowing that, you know, Alamo Heights was going to be a tough road to hoe for this Bulldog team, but they're still out there fighting, running people over, and I just love to see that. Martinez and Cortez have both just kept driving their legs for extra yards all night long.
They just haven't been able to get the passing game going at all in the game this evening. Credit to the secondary and pass rush by Alamo Heights. Headed to the final minute of quarter 3. Sweep it right. Cortez has room. Cortez breaks to the right sideline. Garrett Tullis made the tackle at the 30, but Cortez will give them a first down deep in Alamo Heights territory, and I think this is the deepest they have been in Mule territory.
That might be the biggest play of the night as well. Breaking off, what was that, about a 17-yard, 18-yard run?
Yep, to the 30. First down and 10. They've got Palomo and Peralta to the near side of the field. Going with an extra running back and 3 receivers rather than 4. Hernandez, sweep it left, and look at the closing speed again, and that's Tullis again. Number 38, Garrett Tullis.
Saves the touchdown and then gets a tackle for loss on back-to-back plays. That's why you keep playing. That's why you don't just let them run for a touchdown. We're up 55-0. You want playing time, you make plays, and Tullis has made a play in each of the last 2 downs.
Well, by the way, Colligan will be graduating. Somebody's going to have to take his place.
That's right.
Maybe Garrett Tullis is telling Ron Ritterman it can be me. All right, let's take a break. We go to the fourth quarter, 55-0 here at Alamo Heights. Tonight's game presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
Have you noticed any cracks in your driveway or sidewalks? What about parts of your patio or pool deck that seem to be sinking? If so, don't let the problems get worse. Call the company you can trust, Bear Foundation Repair. We offer permanent, cost-effective solutions to lift, level, and protect your concrete for years to come. With over 50 years of experience, we're the experts to restore value and safety to your home. Call today to schedule your free inspection.
Second down, 13. Cortez, the ball carrier. Number 61.
On first down to start the fourth quarter, Cortez got the handoff again, and he got positive yards to the 25. We were here last week, and it was about this score. I think it was 56-0 when McCollum finally broke through and got to the end zone.
Oh, a nice run of 7 yards there. Again, there's no quit. The offensive line still getting a pretty good push right there, letting Cortez pick up 7 yards.
Kevin Hernandez gives it off again. Oh, there is a pick and pull collision. That was number 23 coming up to make the play. That's Jacob Lee, backup defensive back. And Cortez, that was actually Martinez on the carry. He gets up slowly. And the medical staff for Burbank will come out and take a look at him. He'll leave the field.
I think he's got a little shoulder problem, Ted. He did lower that shoulder that time. I think he was looking for contact, and to be honest with you, I think he needed to be looking for the first down. He's only about 2 yards shy, and he just looked for contact on that play.
Fourth down, of course, they'll go for it here. Ball marked at the Mule 22-yard line. Hernandez soldiering on at quarterback. See if they give it to Cortez here. Hernandez throws it out to Cortez. He catches it, has the first down. And he'll step inside the 15-yard line to about the 14.
Now, the real key to that play is the placement of the pass by Hernandez. So Cortez can catch that in stride and get upfield. If he has to slow down to catch that or turn his shoulders, anything to slow him up, we know the speed of the Mules, catches up with him, tackles him before the first down. Hernandez puts that where he can catch and keep running. First down for the Bulldogs. Great play by Hernandez and Cortez.
Mark it at the 14. First down, Hernandez to throw it. It is incomplete. On the near side, he was trying to hit Rene Espinoza. And that was covered out there by number 15, Andrew McKnight. Sets up second down and 10.
Good looking drive here by the Bulldogs. Cortez again having a fabulous drive. Martinez went off with a possible little shoulder stinger possibly.
Oh, the handoff to Cortez. There's a fumble on the ball, I think, of the Mules. Well, they take it down to about the 15-yard line and then turn the ball over. It was a botched handoff between Hernandez and Cortez.
That was due to the immediate penetration into the backfield. I didn't get the number of the nose tackle that came in and basically was hitting Cortez as he was trying to take the handoff. We'll see on the replay. Boom, there it went. 57, I believe, is the number. Pierce Braden came in and just really blew the play up, caused the fumble, and the Mules jump on it for, what is that, the third turnover today?
Yeah.
Tonight?
And now Colin Ernst, junior quarterback, is in. Number 10, Clark Mendigo is the running back. First and 10 at the 17. Ernst has had quite a bit of playing time this year. Handoff to Mendigo. Sweeps left, breaks a tackle, and will have a first down out at the 27-yard line. So that's their third running back they've used in the game, and he has a nice play.
And initial contact was 2, maybe 3 yards deep in the backfield. Mendigo able to shake it off and turn upfield and pick up a first down. It's just, again, they're running in another one that's a big, strong, fast running back that's hard to tackle.
They've got number 4, Sawyer, number 18, Hurtado, down to the near side of the field. First down and 10 for Alamo Heights. High snap. Ernst has a lot of time, throws it out, caught. That's the backup tight end. That's number 48, Bennett Johnson, and he's just a sophomore.
And he has some size. If he fills out a little bit, he's going to be hard to handle out there. He looks to be 6'5", 6'6", maybe.
Well, his helmet is sticking up above everybody else in the huddle, so it's Miles White to the top of the screen. I think Parks Zunker is out there, number 81. They've got Noah Puente, number 74, in there at center. Handoff straight ahead. This is Mandigo. He's going to take a lot of tacklers with him out to the 45 and down to the 42-yard line.
Never stopped his feet.
Yep.
If you notice that from the initial contact to the 15 or so yards, maybe 20 yards further after contact, he never stopped his feet and continued to push forward all the way down inside the 45 to the 44.
Number 63, James Jekyll, is playing right tackle. Number 68, Brandon Barron, is the right guard. Noah Puente is the center. Looks like Robert Romero, number 77, is at left guard. Out to Sawyer on the sideline. He's got blocking out in front. Oh, those big guys got out there in front of him, and that's a gain of 5 on first down.
You know, Rene Gonzalez was blocked on that play. He got off the block and was able to jump in there and make the tackle. Just, again, another effort play from a team that's down 55 zip. And Rene Gonzalez still fighting through tackles through blocks, to get in there and make a tackle to keep it to only a four-yard gain, maybe 5.
Out there at left tackle is Alex Curtis, number 54. On 2nd and 5, Ernst will call his own number. Mandigo blocked for him. Ernst will have the first down, and he rolls it to the 29-yard line. Now, the season high for points by Alamo Heights is 56. They have done that twice in a 56-23 win over Brackenridge, and then last week 56-7 over McCollum.
That's another new.
And if they score here, they will establish a new season high for points.
Well, the clock is now down under 6 minutes.
We've got Hurtado and Miles to the top of the screen. Sawyer is down here to the right. With McKenna graduating, you will figure that Ernst and Michael Terry will get a lot of time at quarterback next season, so these are valuable moments for Ernst. He throws it out for Sawyer, incomplete on the sideline.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front, but these are quality minutes for someone like Ernst. You know, McKenna, that's one heck of a quarterback right there. So Ernst getting some needed playing time, and even though that's an incomplete pass, it's important time for him. And if I'm Ron Ritterman, which he's a heck of a coach and knows more than I do, but I sure wouldn't have Terry's very important on the outside and even from the running back position.
And Ernst calls his own number again, straight downfield. Ernst inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A flag on the play. Might have been a hold as they moved it downfield. We'll see as we've got 4:43 remaining.
Rene Gonzalez is giving for Burbank is acting like it's holding against the Mules, and the Mules are actually backing up a little bit, but it's going to be a spot foul and should easily still be a first down.
With this win tonight, Ron Ritterman's record here at Alamo Heights will be 24-5. He had 12 years at Johnson, where he was very successful before coming to the Heights.
Holding against the Mules.
Yeah, Ron, he opened Johnson, did a fantastic job of taking them from a brand new school to one of the city contenders, you know, for as good as anyone in the city. He handed that over to Mark Soto, who has now handed that position over to T.P. Miller after Mark Soto moved over to Judson. But Ron Ritterman has been good wherever he's gone.
Now 2nd down and 10. Mules at the Burbank 23-yard line. Ernst has time over the middle. Wide open, over the head of Johnson. And we talked about how tall he was. He threw it over him.
Ernst wants that one back. You can see his body language down there. He wants that one back. The big guy was open. He just overthrew Johnson by just a hair.
So they'll set up 3rd down and 10. They've got Cullen Runnels out here to the near side. Mendigo will get the straight ahead handle inside the 20. And now down to 3:35 remaining.
Moving the chains.
By the way, Burbank opened way back in 1937. This high school has been around for a number of years. Of course, Alamo Heights opened in 1950. Named after, Burbank was, after Luther Burbank, agriculture pioneer. I Googled that.
I just thought you knew it, man. You didn't have to tell anyone that.
I do now. That's why you Google things. You Google, you learn.
Is that less than looking it up?
Oh, here's the throw to the end zone for Runnels, off his fingertips and out of bounds. They were trying to go to number 84 in the end zone, and back there defending was Rene Gonzalez.
Good coverage there by Gonzalez. Would have had to have been a perfect pass by Ernst. Ernst actually put it in the only spot his guy could catch it because of the coverage by Gonzalez, but just a little bit too far in the end zone, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to run.
Ball at the 18. Ernst hands off. No, Ernst calls his own number. Sweeps to the left side. He will sweep to the end zone, and he finds pay dirt. And a new season high for points scored in a game by the Alamo Heights Mules. They are up to 61. Could make it 62, so they were averaging 50 per game coming in here, and that will only go up with 61 here tonight. I'm not great at math, but if you're averaging 50 and you score 61, I think it's going to go up a little bit.
It should go up at least some decimal points.
Let's see if McKnight is kicking again. Yep. Holder is Ernst. And the kick is up, and it is good. We'll take our final break of the game. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team.
In action on Thursday, October 6th at 7 p.m. Alamo Stadium against Jefferson. Come early, be loud, and stay late to support the Mules for Thursday Night Lights. That's Thursday, October 6th, 7 p.m. Alamo Stadium, district matchup against Jefferson. Number 49, Joseph Trevino, in to kick off for the Mules.
Well, while we were gone, Alamo Heights scored another point. I said it was 61-0. It's actually 62. They had yet to put up the point after. That's a good night when you could score during a commercial. They kick it to the 15-yard line. And by the way, in a minute, we'll be naming our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game. You still have time to vote at johnwayne.com. Just by voting, you'll be eligible for a $10,000 home makeover from John Wayne Service Company. And I don't want to influence your vote, but if you're thinking of a number between 6 and 8.
Let me think about that for a second. And remember, if it is the number between 6 and 8 and you pick that number, you're going to win San Antonio Gunslinger tickets next spring.
Yeah.
What an entertaining game that is, Ted. I mean, it's Andy Skelton, our good friend Andy Skelton, describes it as football in a phone booth. And there's a big run.
Big gain. And look at that. Down 62-0. Robert Cortez is continuing to battle. That's good to see.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, that's when you, again, the coach has buy-in. These kids are playing for each other. They're playing to get better. They're playing a team that just is better, but you still got to get better. That's where you want to be, and Burbank can get there. They just got to keep playing. Got to keep getting better.
Time for maybe one or two more plays. And Alamo Heights will get ready for Jefferson next week. In 2 weeks, they play Harlandale here, and that may be the district showdown. Cortez, big run again. Look at him. Cortez will not give up inside the 30-yard line. Matthew Cortez, well done.
With that kind of effort there, it wouldn't surprise me to see him get a timeout and give Cortez another shot at it. But it looks like they're going to let the clock run out and head to the barn.
Yeah, next week it'll be McCollum for the Burbank Bulldogs. And our final score is 62-0 here in the Heights. We'll be back to name our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game after this. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team. Tell you what, could they run it now, back to back? Yeah.
Well,
thank
you. Fans, thank you for attending tonight's game. As a reminder, for your safety and for the safety of the students on the field, coaches, and officials, fans are not allowed on the field or running track after the game. As you depart, please also look around in the stands to make sure you collect your belongings. On behalf of Alamo Heights Independent School District, we wish you a safe, good evening.
Well, we're back at OREM Stadium. You see Ron Ritteman in the frame there, and you also see number 7. That's the starting quarterback tonight. He's Conley McKenna. And for the second time this year, he is the John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game. And what a night for the senior quarterback. He threw for 3 touchdown passes. He ran for 2 touchdown passes. So I would say on a night when you account for 5 touchdown passes, you ought to get the John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game.
Well, I don't know what you have to do if you don't get it for that kind of night. I'd like to see the numbers for who got it above someone with those kind of numbers. McKenna was phenomenal tonight. I mean, his accuracy, he was throwing his guys open. He was making big plays because of the positioning of the pass, and then obviously with his legs, he did a lot of damage as well. And I think this team has a lot of confidence in him, and as he goes, they will go.
You see some of the highlights. He used his arm and he used his legs. And,
look at that, not stopping.
Yeah, and you know, I've been impressed with his breakaway ability. He's not that tall, but he's about 190 pounds, and he's very strong. So there he is, Conley McKenna. He has rushed for 4 touchdowns this year, and he has thrown for 11. You see Ron Ritteman talking to his team right now. 62-0 is the final. We'll wrap it up from the Heights after this. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Heights Sports Media Team. All right, 62-0, the final score. Alamo Heights has now won 4 in a row. They're 4-0 in district play, and they are tied with Harlandale at the top of District 5A 14. Harlandale also 4-0 in district play, and again, it'll be Alamo Heights and Harlandale 2 weeks from tonight right here at Orem Stadium. I'll be here doing that game, and Jay Riley, it was good to work with you again, and
absolutely
hope to catch up with you down the road. Thanks to Dixon, who helped us out here in the booth, and
great job.
All of the people on the Alamo Heights sports media team, all of the young people here at Alamo Heights High School that helped put this game together. As you see, Ron Ritterman addressing his team. Final score, 62-0.
Just wanted to congratulate John Munoz and his staff here tonight, the kids of the Alamo Heights sports media program. They just really did a fantastic job tonight.
And a 62-0 win for the home team. And we'll see you next time. I'm Ted Davis for Jay Riley. You've been watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions and the Alamo Sports Media Team. Good night, Texans.